Hi everyone, it's Miss Long. I am going to go over our homework that you have for tonight. We reviewed the box method today to help solve multiplication problems, and that is what we are going to use as well for the homework. So let's jump in. We'll look at number 4 first. It says record the product, use expanded form to help. I would like for you to use the box method. Okay, so the first problem is 4 times 21. We're going to draw our box. We're going to partition our box. We are going to decompose 21 into 20 plus 1. That will go at the top of our box. And then 4 stays the same, kind of like with expanded form. And now we can multiply. 20 times 4 equals, cover your 0, 4 times 2 is 8, add your 0 back, 20 times 4 is 80, and then 4 times 1. 4 times 1 is 4. And then add your boxes together. 80 plus 4 is 84. So 4 times 21 should be 84. Next, we will move on to number 5 over here. Again, we will use our box method. We need to decompose our larger number, which is 35. 30 plus 5. Draw out your box. 30 and 5 and 6 along the side. Multiply 30 times 6. Cover your 0. 3 times 6 is 18. Add your 0 back, 180. 5 times 6 is 30. Add your boxes together, 180 plus 30. Always start in your ones place. 0 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 3 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 6 times 35 is 210. Now as we move to our word problems, I want you to be sure that you're taking your time and reading all the way through. These are 2-step word problems, so you need to be careful and be sure that you are working both steps. Let's go through our first problem. It says a hotel room has 128 rooms on each floor. There are 4 floors in all. If 334 of the rooms in the hotel have been cleaned, how many still need to be cleaned? We need to be sure at the end of our problem we are answering that question of how many rooms still need to be cleaned. First of all, we need to figure out how many rooms there are in the hotel. Well, we know that there's 128 rooms on each, our keyword, floor, and we know there are 4 floors. We need to multiply 128 times 4. We can use our box method to help us solve. So draw out your box. Let's decompose our bigger or our larger number into and use expanded form. 128 in expanded form is 100 plus 20 plus 8. We have 3 numbers here when we decompose or write it in expanded form, so we need 3 boxes. 100 plus 20 plus 8. And then 4 goes along our side. Now let's solve in each box. First, we will do 100 times 4. Cover your zeros. 4 times 1 is 4. Add 2 zeros back. Move into your next box. 20 times 4. Cover your 0. 2 times 4 is 8. Add your 0 back. And then move into your last box. You are going to do 8 times 4 in this box. 8 times 4 is 32. And now we go back and add all of our products together. 400 plus 80 plus 32. Start in your ones place. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 2 is 2. Move to your tens. 0 plus 8 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Carry your 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. So we know that 128 times 4 is 512. We know that there are 512 rooms in this hotel. However, we're not finished yet because that's not what the question asked. The question says how many rooms still need to be cleaned. This is where your 2 steps come in. We know that there's 512 rooms in this hotel, and we know that 334 of them have been cleaned. Let's think this through. Would it make sense to add these two numbers together? If we do that, our total is going to be larger than the amount of floors or the amount of rooms that we have in the hotel, so that doesn't make sense. Instead, we need to subtract. We always start in our ones place. 2 minus 4, I'm sorry. 2 minus 4, you cannot do that. So I need to go to my tens. The 1 becomes a 0. The 2 becomes a 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. I move into my tens place now. 0 minus 3, I can't do it because my smaller number is on the top. I need to move to my hundreds to regroup. The 5 becomes a 4. The 0 becomes a 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. I move to my last place value, my hundreds. 4 minus 3 is 1. So now I can answer the question, how many rooms still need to be cleaned? 178 rooms. I'll do one more with you. We'll do problem 7 over here. I will show you the box method, and then I will show you how to solve the second step, and then you'll do the last 3 on your own. Okay, let's look over here. Ben wants to buy 2 blue sweaters for $119 each and 3 brown sweaters for $44 each. How much will Ben spend on the 5 sweaters? So the question is asking me, how much will he spend on the 5 sweaters? Let's take it step by step. First of all, we know he wants to buy 2 blue sweaters for $119 each. Here's my key word, multiply. 2 times 119. We know he wants to buy 3 brown sweaters for $44 each. Multiply. Now, I'm going to come over here and just take it step by step. I can use my box method to help me. Let's start with 2 times 119. Let me write 119 in expanded form. That would be 100 plus 10 plus 9. I can see that I have 3 numbers here, so I'm going to need 3 boxes. And above each one, I write that number in expanded form. Along the side is my 2. And now I just multiply in each box. 100 times 2. 100 times 2 is 200. Move to my next box. 10 times 2, which is 20. And move to my last box. 9 times 2, which is 18. And now I add all of my values together. 200 plus 20 plus 18. Always start in my ones place. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. And 2 plus 0 is 2. So I can tell you that at buying 2 sweaters for $119 each, he spends $238 on those 2 sweaters. Now let's figure out how much he spends on the blue. Write your bigger number in expanded form, 40 plus 4, and now do your box method. Along the top, write 44 in expanded form. I have 2 numbers, so I need 2 boxes, 40 and 4. And along the side is the 3. And now we multiply. 40 times 3, 120. 4 times 3 is 12. And add your digits or your values, your products together. 120 plus 12. 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 0 is 1. So on the 3 sweaters at $44 each, he spent $132. However, I'm not finished with my problem yet because I want to know how much he spent on all 5 of them together. So I need to do that second step. He spent $238 on the 2 sweaters, plus, because I want to know how much he spent on all 5, $132 on the blue sweat on the blue sweaters, brown sweaters, and now I add them together. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry my 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3, 7. Move to my hundreds place. 2 plus 1 is 3. So altogether, he spent $370. The rest of these, I believe you will be able to do. Just be sure on some problems you're paying attention. They are all two-step problems. For this one, you need to pay attention to 5 times that amount, 3 times that amount. That means that we need to multiply. Just like when we were using our tape diagrams, when we were doing multiplicative comparison problems, 5 times as many. Be sure you're paying attention to the question. For number 9, it's the same thing. Gretchen walks her dog 3 times a day. Each time, that's a key word for multiply. She walks her dog, she walks this many miles or yards. How many yards does she walk her dog in 3 days? Let's take a look at this one really quickly because it is a bigger problem. If she walks her dog 3 times and each time, multiplication, she walks this many yards. How many yards does she walk her dog in 3 days? First of all, write your bigger number in expanded form. This is a larger number. It has 4 digits, but you can still use your box method like we've done in class. 1,000 plus 700 plus 60 plus 0. Draw out your box. You have 4 numbers, so you need 4 boxes. 3 stays the same, and then you write your values above, your expanded form for 1,760. And then you multiply. 1,000 times 3, 3,000. 700 times 3. Cover your zeros and multiply. 7 times 3 is 21. Add 2 zeros back. 60 times 3. Cover your 0. Do 6 times 3. It's 18. Add your 0 back. And move into your last box. 0 times 3 is 0. Any number times 0 is 0. And then add all of your products up. 3,000 plus 2,100 plus 180 plus 0. Make sure you're lining those place values up when you're adding. Always start in your ones. All of these are zeros, so we have 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 1 is 2. Bring down your comma. And then 3 plus 2 is 5. This is a one-step problem, and you are able to solve. So we know that she walks her dogs 5,280 yards in 3 days. For 10, just show me the box method, like we discussed in class. And the last one is a 2-step problem. If you have any questions, please just let me know.